Well, I'm sure you're familiar with CAR-T in oncology, and basically what we are doing the same kind of product from a technological viewpoint. But instead of working with T effector cells, in which we introduce a CAR to be antigen specific, we work on regulatory T cells. And regulatory T cells have properties to inhibit inflammatory processes. So very naturally, we are using those CAR-Treg not to fight cancer or infectious disease, but to fight autoimmunity, inflammatory disorder, transplantation rejection. And the goal that we have is twofold. First, we want to control the induction and the proliferation of pro-inflammatory T cells. And second, we are aiming at inducing tolerance. This technology is totally unique. We believe to be the only company in the world to be working exclusively on that kind of technology. And we aim to start a first-in-man study next year, 2018. And we aim, by doing so, to be the first in the world to conduct such a clinical trial with such a technology. Well, we are publicly trading, so we are very transparent in a way, and you can look at who our shareholders are. We have changed the technology, moved from a first platform to a new platform for which we are expecting some validation data during the course of this year. And so there is a new excitement on the story. And what investors like in our story is, again, the uniqueness of the science, the patent estate, which is unique by nature, the fact that this is a platform, so as you've said, the technology potentially can be addressed or can address many different diseases, and so has a vast potential, not only of a new program or new product, but also a vast partnership program. So all that features which create or which make of TICCELL a very unique investment opportunity, which I hope during the course of the year with the new validation data for the new platform will make investors very excited about the value proposal. Okay, ultimately, my goal in the short term is to have a clinical validation of the new technology, of the new CAR-Treg platform by 2020. Before that, we expect to have an IND, of course, during the course of 2018. Prior to that, we need to transfer our technology to CMOs because we don't do the manufacturing ourselves. And prior to that, very importantly, during the course of 2017, we expect to generate in vivo mice data in clinically relevant models that will really, again, validate the technology, which is totally new. Well, the difficulties, I'm not going to be very original, are manufacturing. Not a difficulty, but let's say a question or an issue is the pricing. How much are we going to be able to price those new products? And in terms of opportunities, well, this is a new field, and we address unmet medical needs where existing technology have proven to be not working. So there is a very vast potential of addressable disease. We still have some issues, but when I look back 5 years ago at the manufacturing issue, for example, we've made huge progress in 5 years, and I'm very optimistic that we are going to make even more progress within the next 5 years to overcome what people consider as being an issue of manufacturing. As for pricing, I think 2017 will be a very important year because we expect the first two CAR-T products to reach the market in oncology, and I think that will set the tone for the pricing of this technology in the future. So again, a very critical milestone or very important catalyst in 2017, and hopefully within the next 12 months we will know whether we have been able to resolve let's say the manufacturing issue, which I believe we have been able to resolve, but we'll see whether it can work on a commercial level with the product from Kite and Novartis, and we will have the answer on the pricing.